Hello and welcome to Acoustic Review. My name is Ben Morgan Brown and today I'm looking at the GA-PF Bevel Natural from Cort guitars. The GA-PF features a solid Sitka spruce top, an arched back Palfero back and sides, a mahogany neck with an Avencal fingerboard, a scale length of 643mm and a nut width of 43mm, an Avencal bridge with ebony bridge pins, an LR Baggs EAS VTC pickup is included, and the auditorium body has a Venetian cutaway as well as an arm bevel on the lower bout. We haven't been provided with an RRP, but looking at prices online, it would appear that this guitar sells for around the £600 mark. Let's have a listen to the guitar now, and then we'll come back afterwards and hear my thoughts. First thing that caught my eye with this guitar is the abalone style binding. It's quite a flashy look, but I think the guitar manages to carry it off, mainly because I think the lack of pickguard means that the rest of the top of the guitar isn't too busy. The next thing that catches the eye is the arm bevel, which is very well done, although on closer inspection it does appear to be made out of black plastic, which is a shame because it would be nice to see a little bit of extra wood in that area. The whole guitar reminds me of a certain very popular American brand, and I don't think that's a mistake. It's obvious that Cort are going for fans of a more modern aesthetic with this guitar. The build quality seems generally good, the finish is well applied, although it does appear to be a little thick. But having said that, there's no finish build up in the usual trouble areas such as around the neck and body joint. There's a few bits of filler around the inlay on the fingerboard, but nothing too drastic, and overall I would say that the build quality and fit and finish on this guitar is as good as you would expect to see on a mid-level instrument. One thing I did notice is that the saddle does seem quite low on the treble side, and I don't think there'd be a lot of room for adjustment there if the action needed to be brought down in the future. So let's hope that this guitar is stable enough to not need any future adjustments. Turning to the tone now, there is a little bit more mids than I was expecting, which gives a richness to single notes and a fullness to chords. The upper mids get a little bit honky with strumming, and there's also some strident tones on the top, but this could be the newness of the strings, although I do think the character of the guitar in that area is a little bit raw. The bass is clean with just enough oomph to give the impression of a larger sound, but I personally would have preferred a little bit more low-end rumble to kind of hit me in the chest when I was really hitting the low notes. Like many of the undersaddles I hear, the pickup is quite strong in the low end, with some spikiness on the top end, particularly with harder playing. Now it's a sound that we're all used to, and it is a sound that with some clever EQ you can get a better sound out of live, but it's never going to sound exactly like the guitar unplugged. I found the neck shape on this guitar to be very slim, and it sat in the hand well, although there were times when I felt my hand was swamping the neck a little bit, so for my personal playing style I would have preferred a fuller neck. However, there's lots of people out there who do like a slim neck, and if you are one of these players, I don't think you'd have any complaints with this neck at all, and the action on the guitar is low and the guitar is very playable. But if, like me, you do prefer a slightly fuller neck, it'd probably be worth sitting down with this guitar for a little while just to make sure it's going to fit with your playing style. Although we weren't provided with an RRP for this guitar, it does appear to be available for around £600. This is just about the point where some all solid wood guitars start to appear, so you might find that if you go for a guitar with less bling, you'd be able to find a solid wood guitar at this price point. The bevel and the inlay obviously add some cost to this guitar, so I think it would be worthwhile weighing up what those features are worth to you before purchasing. If I could change anything about this guitar, I'd like to see a little more saddle left on the treble side, just as a reassurance against any future adjustments. Having said that, as the guitar is, the action is low and it's very playable, and I think this guitar will appeal to anyone who not only wants their guitar to feel good and sound good, but they also want it to look a little bit flash and a bit special as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video from Acoustic Review. Please subscribe and follow us on social media to be updated when we post new videos, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.